Back here again with another chain wrestling flow roll, this time with Cannon Connors, a Perth local who's, had a few years in the game. I believe he's on his 8th year at the moment, but really starting to make waves on the Perth scene and a bright future ahead of him. Definitely one of my top trainees at the present. So if you're new to the channel, new to the flow roll, essentially what this is a back and forth chain wrestling battle. But the whole point is to go at about 60%, be playful, be creative, and just, kind of see what comes. Connor's now leaning back, using leverage to escape my hammerlock attempt into one of his own, transitions over into the headlock. So you see I've got my right hand on his shoulder, my right foot on the back of his kneecap. That was to bring him to a lower level so I could step over the top and take a regular wrist lock. Just getting the knee on the chest to keep them pinned, something I love to do anytime I'm taking the arm from a grounded position. And then stepping around to bring my opponent back up to their feet. So I think it's really important with these flow rolls to be proactive and not spend too long in any one individual hold. If no one's escaping, if no one's really making a move, then just keep moving. Find something else. Again, using the knee in the back of the head to pin him down. My right knee is now pinning the arm in the hammerlock position, which frees up my hands so I can start working different body parts. And by gripping towards the back of my body, as you just briefly saw, it just allows a little more leverage on the arm. Connor's there taking a cording hold. Very common in British pro wrestling, not so much common anymore. It's kind of the same position as a top wrist lock or an Americana in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. Just there, I kind of improvised my way out and then got the knee on belly, putting his arm into the top wrist lock, hand through the mat, stomp the elbow, stay on the arm. Now a double wrist lock chancery, locking the head scissors at the same time. And as Connors escapes the head scissors, he tries to posture up. I threw my left knee in the gap, brought it around to a mounted triangle, and then rolled through into a regular triangle choke.
Make sure you head over to my worldbeaterwrestling.com Patreon. It's a community for pro wrestlers, current and aspiring, a place of networking, collaboration, and exclusive learning content to help you on your pro wrestling journey. Anyway, back to the video.
So the triangle choke attempt, poor ring positioning on my behalf. We get the rope break, we reset, we start again. Bit of diversion into a single leg takedown, taking the ankle hold and then switching the ankle hold the opposite direction, which brings them to their stomach. Great way I like to turn them to their front if I need to. So after figure fouring the legs there, locking on a standard crossface, Connor's able to fight the grip, so I moved on before I could get taken. A little bit of a rolling penetration step. Like I said, it's meant to be playful. Connor's shooting the low single, which is a really nice single leg takedown variation, commonly used in catch wrestling and amateur wrestling. Just there I shot through, switched to a 180, and that allowed me to turn into the STF. Again, like I said, you don't want to be locked in for too long, so try to release pressure and move into a different position. There I'm getting a variation of a Rings of Saturn. Not really many ways to transition from there, so just trying to turn him into the pin. And thus concludes the flow roll.